Aggie and I met in 1987. We met in a bar, we recognized each other and started conversation, and we were married within 6 months. We were both raised in a Christian home, but I was seriously backsliding and was really into a party lifestyle. And then I was working for somebody that was a Christian, and I recognized something different in him. And I started praying again, and I felt like God was calling me back, and I was answering. In the meantime, Aggie got a job through a friend as the admin assistant in the maintenance department at Shadow Mountain. And we took that as a real blessing. And then she moved down to the admin building and became the admin assistant for the COO and the CFO. Pretty much everything that went on the campus went through her desk. After we were married for about 21 years, she'd been in pain for months until her doctor finally ordered a scan, and she had a tumor the size of a lemon in her colon, and she was diagnosed with colon cancer. She went through chemotherapy, continued to work through the process. She was even had her laptop in the hospital. And this is at a time when the company that I was working for was going to go out of business. I talked the owner of the company into giving it one more month, and he said, I'll tell you what, we'll go month to month as long as you can make this company profitable. I'll keep going just for you. So I put the company on my back for 5 years on a month-to-month basis while my wife was battling cancer, and 4 major surgeries, more chemotherapies, radiation. I mean, we just kept our heads down. We just kept battling day after day. And then they were going to go in for an exploratory surgery and remove all the cancerous tissue they could find. And then the surgeon came out and told me that he couldn't find a thing. She kicked cancer's butt. Dad, we were so happy. I was so proud of her. She just battled so hard. It'd been about 6 months after a clear scan, and one day at work, I was sitting at my desk when I got a call from Brian Snow at Shadow Mountain, and a panicked voice said, Chip, you need to get down here right away. Aggie's been in a horrible accident. Aggie was at work, and she was driving down the hill in the golf cart when a gentleman entered the property in his pickup truck, and he had a medical episode, some kind of seizure where he passed out at the wheel, and he fell forward on his accelerator and veered over and drove his pickup truck over the top of Aggie's golf cart, and his truck came to stop in the palm tree. She was torn up pretty bad, and she was in the arms of a good friend, Julie, a co-worker. And, we say that she went straight from Julie's arms to Jesus' arms. When I walk by it every week, I still see that divot in the palm tree, and I think about her. I wasn't going to the men's group at Shadow Mountain at the time, but I had 2 guys. I had Brian Snow, who was just a rock for me through this whole process. And I had Pastor Ray Benton, who would call me every couple of days to make sure I was okay. And I remember pushing a grocery cart down the frozen food section at Walmart, picking out some TV dinners, when he called me and he said, let's pray. And right there in the aisle, I just bent over my shopping cart in the middle of Walmart and he prayed with me. It meant the world to me. And this is where I learned what it means to have mature Christian men in your life. I could have gone the other way. I could have sought out, my old lifestyle. And when the enemy's attacking me, I think about the guys at my table, and knowing that they're there keeps me from going down wrong paths and dark roads. I never want to go through life without having a circle of Christian men in my life. It is a band of brothers, and it's a huge blessing.